Right.
Wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Right, and that don't mean that you got a real armor. It's a one set of armor. It's the armor come down from heaven. It's armor of God. You put it on. You got a shield that say faith on the front of it. Then you got Satan throwing these darts. No, it's all spiritual. It's spiritual talk. Just like when the Savior said, "Eat my flesh and drink my blood." That was spiritual talk for learning the scripture. You know, knowing and understanding. Go ahead.
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
Oh no, it's a fiery flaming sword that was in the Garden of Eden, going like this, stopping people from going back and forth in the garden. No, man. Read that again. The sword of, sword of the Spirit.
And take the helmet of salvation,
right,
and the sword of the Spirit,
which is what?
Which is the word of God.
Right. That's all it's talking about. You know, that's how you can quench the fiery darts of the wicked. You know, the wiles of the devil. As it was.
Yep. Scripture, this is our defense, man. That's why Apostle Gabor always go into it and says, stick to the scripture.
Right.
Because they're not going to be able to come against it.
We were saying that in the beginning. All these guys with these false doctrines, no matter what false doctrine it is, the scripture will search it out and it's going to crush it. Because as soon as these guys with these new remix breakdowns try to say, well, see this revelation over here, it means this. They ain't talking about Babylon the Great, it ain't America. Hey, the truth is like a dam. When it break loose, you're going to try to plug up one hole and another hole go pop loose. That's how the precepts get these guys, man. You know, just be patient. Just like people come with that whole Esau is not the white man doctrine. You can't prove that shit worth nothing, man. The whole Bible is against these devils, the wicked of the whole earth. It ain't gonna always come out and say Esau. It ain't gonna always come out and say the wicked. It ain't gonna say the white man is Esau. You gotta be able to understand the scriptures, and you can find these things in the precepts. Through thy precepts, I get understanding.
Right. And all these scriptures, they seem to forget the basic Christian doctrines that they teach you. Like God is not the author of confusion. Right. And they always bring confusion.
Always bring confusion.
You forgot that part, but you know all these other breakdowns.
Yeah. Just like with the hell doctrine. Yeah. Something about you. Yeah. Well, when that happens, but sometimes too, most times will bring let evil spirits come, like the brothers always say, let you know you're doing the right thing, or either make you segue into something else. Everything is spiritual. So when Snagger just came up here, that was spiritual, of course. We ain't got no problem with it, but we just don't want confusion coming in. We're trying to bring out the truth.
Romans 1 verse 21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their own imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
I'm sorry, man. Jump up to 18. You gonna read that? Jump up to 18. Start there.
For the wrath of God is revealed in heaven against all ungodliness.
Against all ungodliness. The wrath of the Most High is against all ungodliness. Go ahead.
And unrighteousness of men who hold the truth of unrighteousness.
Right. And you got guys that do that. And this it's going to start going into something else. But hey, that can't be denied. All those that hold the truth and unrighteousness, the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven unto them. Go ahead.
Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has shown it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
Right, like the seasons coming without change. You can't, hey, that's like an abstract thing. You can't reach out and touch it. Just like the wind blowing, That's you can, although you can feel the wind blowing, that's not a physical thing. That's an abstract thing, How the seasons come, how the wind change, you get time going by. That's all abstract things that the Most High has control of. Like we read now, who have bound the waters in his fist or the wind in the garment. I forget how it said, but it's in Proverbs. Go ahead, bro.
Being understood by the things that are made,
right,
even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
Right, people are without excuse, even though they try to say this evolution theory, but you can never explain how intelligent life came into the earth. There ain't no damn explosion happened, all of a sudden we all just became, we existed.
The Big Bang Theory.
Right, all the trees, the grass, the flowers, the seasons coming without change, without fail, One day it could be summertime, the next day it changed to fall, then the leaves start changing color the same time every year. Right. That ain't no explosion made that happen. That's intelligent design. The Most High did that. By the things that you can see, you know that he exists. Yeah. That's why people gonna be without excuse. But also the Most High, by the foolishness of preaching, saved them that believe. And those that don't believe, the Most High go destroy them. That's all it's about. They ain't gonna be able to say we didn't know. The Most High gonna bring up that screen. See, I got these prophets. I got these guys teaching. What part of the earth you from again? Are you from Philadelphia? I got to Philadelphia. You see these brothers? You know, whatever.
Anything. And the tool he's using is just more than the highways and byways. He got the unicorn. You know, and not just the unicorn where it's YouTube. He got it on. You got brothers on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
everywhere.
So there's just no excuse.
Everywhere.
None.
And in every language, you know.
Oh yeah.
There's no speech or language where their voice is not heard.
I got Romans 10 verse 2. This is whenever the brother ready to switch gears. Romans 10 verse 2 says, "For I bear them record that they have the zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge."
Right, and that's it is real, you know. I bear them record they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Our people always looking for the Most High.
We take your picture, we're just like talking through capture some scene downtown.
I mean, hey, it's your camera. We prefer you didn't. We can't tell you to do with your own camera. You know what I'm saying? Just don't interrupt the word.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
Right. So that's the reason why the so-called white man called our people spooks, because we had a spooky way about us, according to them. And we always talking to this invisible being in the sky. We always call on the Lord. You know.
And I'm gonna bring this point out. You know what? I was so spiritual. Because that picture right there is just another way for people to get marked. People want to look at the picture like, who is them?
Yes.
You know? Oh, them are some guys they seen, or they didn't go, like our people if they seen them. If they didn't go inquire of what we were doing or anywhere in the streets, seen them men and say, well, what are you speaking about? You have Bibles, what are you talking about? That's a way where it says.
And truth be told, we already on camera. We already on picture. If any brother don't believe that, go on the internet, go to Google Images, and type in your page name and all these pictures you gonna come up. We already on camera. The police camera's right here. This is one of the societies, I forget what they call it.
Totalitarian.
It's becoming a totalitarian. And what is Alex Jones, even though he's an insider, he's on a prison planet, man. He's all know everything. He track you through your cell phone, through the GPS signal, you know, through GPS monitors on your phone, everywhere, man. You know.
Verse 3 says, "For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves into the righteousness of Yahweh." See? So y'all want to go establish your own righteousness of what y'all want to do. Basically, Christianity and all the other religions do it. You know, y'all establish and form your own righteousness, not according to the Heavenly Father, but according to your ways or the wicked traditions of man.
This is Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right. Only the elect can get this. And people get mad at us even with that. You know, you got that doctrine out there just because they read the scriptures, they know that all Israel shall be saved, right? But that's in the kingdom. You know? On this side, only the elect is gonna get it. Go ahead, bro.
According as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day.
The Lord blocked them, man. There's a particular anger that's just blocking their spirit, man. They're blocking their ears for them not to receive the mystery of the kingdom of heaven. You know? This beautiful truth.
At the end of the day, it's because they don't really love Yahweh Shai, because he is the truth.
Yeah,
you love the truth. You would accept it no matter how much to go against whatever your flesh. You would be like, okay, you know what? That's the truth. Let me accept it. But you really don't have no love for the truth or Yahweh Shai.
Hey, and it goes back into what? That reincarnation, like that. Snagger Tooth was up here talking about reincarnated. Hey, you're right, man. If you don't repent, you don't come back to the true power and get with this truth, right? Remember he kept talking about we one band, one sound. We up here, we one band, one sound. But you doing your own thing. You know? you doing your own thing.
On back you up, you said there's an angel there. This is Isaiah 6. And we'll start at verse Isaiah 6 and verse 5. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips. I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. This is when the Most High came down and the angel was present too, and Isaiah saw it, right? Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will I go for? Who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. So it was a time where the Most High don't want all Israel to get it, but even now, you know, that's why he said, shut their eyes and close their ears. He didn't mean make them blind and deaf. He meant make it where they can't understand the truth. Like the brother read in Romans 11 or, you know, but you're going to keep on going because you're going to talk, you know, go to this. And King David also said the same thing.
He said right here, it's Romans 11, verse 9. And David saith, that their table make a snare, and be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. That their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
That's right.
I say then, have they stumbled, that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
And you got to know that breakdown. It ain't talking about the Israelites all blinded and only people that can get it is the Gentiles. No, because Israel got cast out of the commonwealth of Israel, as it says in Ephesians 2. Yep. I think it's in 2. Yep. They were cast off from the commonwealth of Israel into all the nations. I'll tell you about that in Acts 2. So therefore, the Israelites in the Holy Land, you know, we got cast out of our land, and all those Israelites died off. So now what? Salvation is coming to the Gentiles. The Israelite foreigners.
That was the whole disputation, you know, or argument that was going on in Acts.
Yep.
The Jews that kept the law, statutes, and commandments in Judea were mad of the coming in of the Gentiles or the Israelite foreigners, because they was looking at it like, what are these heathens doing in the temple?
Right.
This is the point that they were mad at Peter, and Peter had to explain himself. They were mad at Paul, they wanted to kill him, because they said, well, what are you doing?
Right.
Why are you bringing, because they were looked at as heathens by their customs in the way they were raised up under the Greeks. Okay?
Because like, as Apostle Paul always said, they had a saying, it's better to eat pork than to speak Greek, or something to that effect, you know, which, you know, both of them going off there.
Yeah.
But
You know, what I was just gonna say was, you know, the reason that some of these people are allowed to be in this state is to be an example to those Israelite foreigners, so they can be like, you know what, I don't want to be like that. We're gonna get with this truth.
now, the brother read that out of Romans, but where did that quote come from? It's in Psalms right here. I got it. Psalm 69 verse, because it said, and David said. So here it is, Psalm 69 and verse 22. It says, let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. That's why Snagger 2 can't get it. That's why Pookie couldn't get it. That's why you so-called wacky Christians. That's why those of you that are Israelites, like Brother Jay, what's that dude? Jay the producer. And faithful to God. That's why they came into the truth and they went right back out. Because the table is made a snare unto them. Continue on. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. You know what I mean? That's pretty much right.
But it's just showing you that the Old Testament and the New Testament, they correlate with each other. They're in agreement. They dance together. You know, the disciples, when they were on the scene, they were quoting the New Testament. They were quoting the Old Testament. All right, they always resorted back to the Old Testament, but that's what they were reading from, right? Even when Yahushua came on the scene, when he went into the I think it was the Sabbath day, he went and read out in the scripture. What was it Isaiah?
It was Isaiah. Chapter 6.
Yeah, but he was reading out the Old Testament.
Right. It's in Luke 4, but then when they got to Isaiah 6.
You want to say, when you come to the understanding of this truth, it becomes more and more clear why the Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man that when he find the bit, he take it and he hide, he run with it. Because man, when you see these people fall out, they lose it. If you got any understanding, Most High suffering with you, you better hold on to that for dear life. Because once you lose that, once he stop dealing with you, you lost, bro. It's over.
That's a scary thing. You don't want to do it blind at all. That's a scary thing.
Hey, just like what King David said, cast not thy cast not thy Holy Spirit from me. That's a continual prayer that you want to make. This is a scary thing falling out of this truth. This is Luke 4 and verse 16. Verse 14. And Yahweh shall return in the power of the Spirit into Galilee, and there went out his fame of him through all the region round about. And he taught in their synagogues, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath.